Welcome back from that short break. I have Sophia Chimaya Ogoke. She's an event planner and also an event consultant in the city of Port Harcourt. Sophia, I'm happy to have you in the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, we're going to dive straight into it. Where Big Brother Naija Season 10 winner Imisioluwa Eniola Ayawanle, popularly known as Imisi, celebrated her first birthday since rising to fame with a star-studded party in Lagos that drew significant attention online. The event, graced by fellow reality stars, entertainers, and influencers, was meant to be a joyous occasion marking her new chapter after winning the reality show. However, a moment at the celebration quickly shifted attention from celebration to controversy. Viral video footage from the event showed Nollywood actress Nkechi Blessing publicly asking Imisi if she had forgiven her estranged mother, referencing a widely publicized dispute between the birthday celebrant and her parents. The question prompted a visibly uncomfortable pause from Imisi and other guests, leading the host to swiftly redirect the conversation to ease tension. The interaction ignited immediate reactions from attendees and online viewers, with many saying the moment was inappropriate for a birthday celebration. Following widespread criticism on social media about the timing and sensitivity of her question, Nkechi Blessing issued a heartfelt public apology to Imisi and the online community. She explained that her intentions were misunderstood, said she did not mean to chase clout, and asked for forgiveness from anyone offended by her remarks. Some commentators noted that the apology has softened some backlash, while others maintained that the question should simply not have been asked at a celebratory event. Sophia, was Nkechi Blessing being caring, or was she chasing a viral moment, at the wrong time for me?
I think she just wanted to use that medium to maybe soften her heart.
Right, but do you think it was the right time to do that?
I don't think it was the right time, but maybe sometimes public questions can soften hearts for some people.
Should family issues, ever be raised publicly, especially, at someone's birthday?
Nah, I find that quite disrespectful. It's embarrassing, at least to say.
Wow. And looking at how Imisi was able to handle this situation, will you say she handled it maturely, or like it was unfair, to just put her on the spot the way she did for Nkechi Blessing? Like, some people would tell you she was chasing clouds. Do you think she was chasing clouds?
I don't think she was chasing clouds. I think she was acting out of a place of fairness and justice for her mom.
All right. For a lot of people ask the question that if you really wanted to solve the issues, you could have gone, behind closed doors where a lot of people are not there, to soften her heart. But why do it at a birthday celebration where everyone is happy? Do you think that made it awkward at some point?
For me, I don't really think it made it awkward, though. For me, public softening, I still stand my point that public softening helps to bring out some private issues. I think what she did was right, but at least maybe after the event in a happy state. So the best time to get someone actually is at a happy state. So maybe it's good a bit.
All right. And in Nkechi Blessing, finally came out and she apologized about the whole issue. Do you think the damage has already been done? Like, has it already been done?
There's actually no damage there. There's no damage.
For you, there's no damage?
There's no damage to me, though.
All right, we're going to go on to the next story. Still in the Nigerian scene, in Nollywood scene, where Mercy Johnson has reportedly arrested Angela Okorie by using the operatives of the Nigeria Police Force Cybercrime Center in connection with an alleged cybercrime case linked to her colleague, Mercy Johnson. According to filmmaker Seun Oloketui's social media disclosure, police officers apprehended Okorie at her residence in Lagos before temporarily holding her at the Lagos State Criminal Investigation Department, Yaba Panti, due to the unavailability of an immediate flight to Abuja. Early on Wednesday, January 28, Okorie was flown to the Federal Capital Territory, where she is expected to appear in court as part of the ongoing matter involving Mercy Johnson. Reports indicate the alleged cybercrime relates to repeated online exchanges and social media clashes between the two actresses, which have played out publicly over several years and included accusations and counter-accusations on digital platforms. The development has sparked discussions across Nollywood and social media, with industry figures weighing in on both the legality of online conduct and the use of cybercrime status in disputes between public figures. Some commentators have warned against potential misuse of legal mechanisms in personal conflicts, while others stress the importance of accountability for defamatory or harmful online behavior. Is this real justice for you, Sophie, or is just Nollywood drama entering into the legal system?
For me, this person, I know her name, and she's fond of that. So I think it's the right thing for her arrest, because she's fond of that cyberbullying. I remember when she was like this to Regina Daniels before she...
So for you, it's just like it's a repeated behavior?
Yeah, it's a repeated behavior. So I think it's the right thing to serve this to her.
And like, talking about Angela Okorie, do you think she underestimated, how serious this fight could get? Maybe she thought everything would just end on social media.
I think maybe she thought nobody could do anything to her because she's a celebrity also. So I think she felt that she could just speak without somebody taking legal actions against her.
All right, I mean, looking at how everything has played out, do you think that peace can be restored? Because we also saw Mercy Johnson, pick up someone. I think that was about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, where she arrested someone, for also defamation about her and her husband. So I mean, again, not in the news for the right thing. I mean, was it a bold move by Mercy Johnson? Looking at how I experienced it last time and how she faced public backlash. Do you think it was a bold move, or was it an extreme one from her?
It's not an extreme move. Some people don't like cyberbullying.
They can't stand
it. So instead of replying back, they use the police to take measures, and it's to teach a lesson to other people who also do this cyberbullying. I think this is a welcome development, actually.
Yeah, like you look at, she's not, like you talked about Angela Okorie, she's not the only one who's responsible for doing this. A lot of celebrities have been involved in this. I mean, there are a lot of names you can call.
Yeah.
But do you think this arrest from Mercy Johnson, would tame them a little bit? A lot of them will just seem to because for what Mercy Johnson has done, she has told a lot of other people that hey, look at this is happening, and there's a way to solve this out, and a lot of people will be queuing in what she has done. So do you think like this is a way to tame them?
This is a way to tame them, actually. It's been happening everywhere though, even on other social medias, including X. They have been picking up people that are doing cyberbullying. So I don't think Mercy Johnson is the first person to do that.
All right. I mean, cyber crimes, laws being used to protect reputation, or is it just used to silence people? Because it's just like who has the money, who is more of influence, can control these things. So I mean, is it really about the defamation, or is it really about the cyberbullying, or who you are as a person, especially when it comes to the situation in Nigeria?
It doesn't mean who you are. Left for me, if someone defames me, I can take illegal action against the person because it's in the Constitution. Cyberbullying Constitution, I think it's against the Constitution. So anybody can take steps against people who involve in that.
All right, I mean, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about a whole lot. I mean, I Show Speed, his tour in Africa, and J. Cole also released a new EP, on his 41st birthday. There's a lot to talk about, but we're going to go on this short break, and when we get back, we're going to dive straight into the issues at hand. Welcome back from that short break. You're still on ATN Atlantic Television Network, and this is still ATN Genz. I mean, your favorite show on the block. I mean, global live streaming star Darren Jensen Watkins Jr., better known as iShow Speed, has officially concluded his ambitious 28-day Speed Does Africa tour, racing across 20 African nations to live stream local culture, food, events, and everyday life to millions of fans worldwide. The tour included stops in countries such as Angola, Kenya, Egypt, Morocco, Ghana, Nigeria, and Namibia, with Watkins documenting his journey live on platforms like YouTube and Twitch, often drawing hundreds of thousands of concurrent viewers. Throughout the trip, iShow Speed shared moments of celebration, challenge, and connection with local communities, from attending the African Cup of Nations final in Morocco and sampling regional cuisines to reaching major career milestone, including hitting 50 million YouTube subscribers and celebrating his 21st birthday on stream in Nigeria. Alongside high energy antics and engaging interaction, he openly reflected on how the experience reshaped his perspective, telling fans that the journey changed my life and offered a deep appreciation for the continent and its people. In his final live stream from Namibia, Speed expressed heartfelt gratitude to his audience and the nations that welcomed him, saying "Thank you, Africa," as he shared postcard from his travels and discussed plans to give back through a donation campaign aimed at supporting communities he visited. The farewell message underscored the tour's cultural impact and sparked discussions about the evolving role of digital creators in narrative building, tourism promotion, and cross-cultural connection. Did iShow Speed, Sophie, did he do more for Africa's, you look at Africa's one, the Africa image than traditional media has ever done for us?
Well, say this, his tour is a very big promotion to Africa.
Because a lot of Americans will tell you, not just a lot of Americans, I mean on X and on other social media platforms, you see them, a lot of people still have that perception that maybe Africa is still like underdeveloped. We know most countries in Africa are third world countries, but the way the perception they had of Africa,
yeah.
And since iShow Speed came to Africa, do you think there's been a change, and have they done more for, our media space than the traditional media have ever done for us?
This is a very huge question, because the media is the start of Africa. So I don't think iShow Speed only came to one part of that place he visited, which is in Nigeria. He came to Lagos. I think there are other places in Nigeria which we should have visited. I don't think he showed enough of his visits here, though, in Africa.
So like, was it about his African tour? Was it just about, cultural appreciation, or just high-level content farming? Some people call it cloud chasing, using Africa as, as a point of, making, a lot of streamers have done it. Yeah. DDG was in Nigeria, I think December, he went with Kataefe. At a point we had Kai Senat, a lot of musicians also. And it's now becoming a norm. And is it about them tapping into the audience, or it's just really cultural appreciation for you?
I think they're tapping into the
It's not for you, so you feel like iShow Speed doesn't really appreciate African culture?
I don't know, he doesn't really appreciate them.
But it looks like he had a fun time.
Yeah, for himself. Because do you get to see him?
I actually did not want to see him, so it's different.
So, I think it's for himself, it's for his media, it's not for cultural appreciation.
All right. And, a lot of people felt, emotional, when he said his farewell. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of Africans, he made his impact. We can't forget it. If he didn't do much in Nigeria, South Africa will tell you otherwise. Yeah. Kenya will tell you otherwise. Angola will tell you otherwise. So, you look at, he came to Nigeria and he talked about our jollof, and he said our jollof was the best.
Yeah.
He tasted Ghanaian jollof. He tasted Liberian jollof. He tasted a whole lot of jollofs, and he still thought Nigeria jollof was the best. Yeah, was that not a win for Nigeria too?
It's a win for Nigeria, but I think we would have done more better in the terms of coordinating ourselves, like the way other African country did. Like in Benin, it was more about the promotion of African culture there than Nigeria, where I don't understand, where people were trying to tap into him and other stuff.
So we're begging.
Yeah, you get that kind of thing. I don't really love that part.
So, don't you think it's down to tourism in your country? Because I mean, for those countries, they had good tourism. They had good Ministry of Tourism. But coming to Nigeria, don't you think African tourism boards should start partnering with streamers instead of celebrities? Now, because I mean, it's shifting. The whole game is shifting.
Yeah.
Everybody's tapping into streaming. I mean, a lot of Nigerians have gone into streaming. So, I mean, this is looking like the next big thing. It's already the biggest thing. I think it's growing. It's an industry that is growing very fast. So, is it not something that the Ministry of Tourism, should look into? Trying to figure out a way, to partner with these streamers instead of celebrities.
I think they should partner with streamers too and improve tourism centers too. Like, are you sure Lagos is a tourism center for visiting? Because I think maybe the other tourism centers in Nigeria, which Speed would have actually, or other streamers would have actually gotten the real culture. So I think they should work more on their tourism centers in Nigeria, because this visit now show that they are not really fun places in Nigeria, like the waterfalls and other things. I think those things would have helped in the shaping of the
But generally, do you think my show Speedy now has changed the way Africa is being viewed?
Nah, I don't think so.
So you think his visit doesn't even have an impact?
It doesn't have an impact, actually.
So how will you rate his visit, to Africa? I mean, so for you, it was just for himself, it was just a selfish visit?
It was a selfish visit, but I rate it helped for other people to view, because there are other audiences, like the Canadian audiences, that help to view Africa and say, oh, I would love to visit this place in future, or I would love to see this place. So I think he did a lot, actually. But in Nigeria's space, I don't think.
All right, moving on. American rapper and producer Dreamville head J. Cole kicked off his 41st birthday in major fashion by releasing a surprise EP titled Birthday Blizzard 26, consisting of 4 new freestyles hosted by legendary DJ Clue. The project dropped on January 27, 2026, just hours before Cole officially turned 41, with fans directed to the rapper's official site, where the tracks are available on pay-what-you-want basis, starting at just $1. The freestyles, including Bronx Zoo Freestyle, Golden Goose, Winter Storm, and 99 Build Freestyle, mix throwback energy with New York-inspired beats and razor-sharp wordplay, with Cole delivering thoughtful reflection on his career, creative purpose, and recent public moments. One standout track finds him addressing the fallout from his 2024 apology to Kendrick Lamar and explaining his decision to blow out of the high-profile feud after initially engaging in it with tracks like 7 Minutes Drill. Birthday Blizzard 26 was also served as a prelude to Cole's highly anticipated 7th studio album, The Fall Of, rescheduled for release on February 6, 2026. The surprise drop has generated widespread discussions among fans and critics alike, both as a celebration of his artistic legacy and a strategic move to build momentum ahead of the full album launch. So, Sophie, first of all, I'll ask you, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake, how we rate them?
I think I'll rate Drake more.
Drake is number 1 for you?
Yeah, it's number 1 for me.
Who comes second for you?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
So J. Cole comes third. So this J. Cole drop, did he drop this album, this EP for his fans? So it's just a reminder that he's still there in that conversation, because, I mean, a lot of people, you can see, I've not heard much from J. Cole. Like, is it because he actually wanted to connect with his fans, or it's just, hey, I'm still here kind of job?
I think he really wanted to connect with his fans. He cared about his fans, because he has been off social media for a while. I think this is a kind of reuniting with his fans, not because of any controversy or whatever.
And looking at J. Cole, I mean, I'm so surprised. The man is 41 years of age, and age is proving that it doesn't matter in hip-hop. Or, I mean, is he just quietly entering his legacy mode, in hip-hop? Because, I mean, we saw a lot of artists bow out in such fashion, the likes of the Jay-Z's, 50 Cent, I mean, is it that he's entering his legacy mode, his legendary status, or he's just he's still in the game for you?
He's still in the game for me.
At 41?
I think music is a lifetime thing. You can't stop making music. So I think for me, he's still fully in the game. For him to even remember his fans, he's not into any legacy mode or whatever. There are other artists that are past that age that are still doing music, actually.
But at the level J. Cole wants to go, I mean, if you listen to this EP, you know, he talked about still being in the conversation, still talking about how he's top 3. You know, he still made some hot disses to, I mean, whoever wants to catch the sub. So you look at J. Cole and his how he has been able to frame this freestyle. I mean, bringing back the legendary DJ Clue, you know. I mean, bringing that old school feelings, you know, the nostalgia play. I mean, is it really a strategy for you, or like he's just trying to, you know, bridge that gap, the old school and the new school music? Because I mean, J. Cole has always been more of the old school, but in this album, in this EP, you know, he's trying to mix old school and, you know, the new school together. What do you think about that?
I think it's a mix of audience, actually. There are people who love the old school, there are people who love the new school. Left for me, I love old school pattern of music. So I think it's a good thing for people like me, and it's also a good thing for people for the new school too. So I think I think he should be in #1 spot for me for doing that.
Yeah, this freestyle is, you know, he released an EP, 4 of them, 4 freestyles. I mean, not irregular songs, just freestyle. You know, he was just flowing on those 4 tracks. I mean, does he hit harder, you know, than most full albums right now? Because I mean, A$AP Rocky brought out his album, I think that was last week.
Yeah.
A lot of albums have dropped. NBA Youngboy also released an album. So I mean, is it really fire? I mean, looking at just these freestyles, I mean, can he go toe to toe with some of the albums released recently?
Yeah, he can go. I'm even sure that this EP now is a #1 chart because it was a surprise EP, no PRO so far. So I think people would love to listen. What is this? I think it's a very good move, actually.
But what's on the street to tell you that this EP, you know, is just a warm-up of what we have to expect? Because I mean, the album, the Fallout is coming soon. He said February 2026. I mean, next month we're expecting the Fallout. I mean, is it just a one shot, you know, just the warm-up, you know, for what we have to expect?
Yeah, I think there's a lot to come, a lot of controversies to come from because of those songs. I think there'll be a lot of
talking about the controversies. He said he mentioned on the song that a lot of people talked about the apology making him weak. I mean, we all remember when he and talking about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, you know, went into where Kendrick Lamar dissed Drake and J. Cole, and you know, J. Cole released a diss, and a few days later he took the song down and he made an apology song, and he wrote an apology, you know, to Kendrick Lamar. And on Twitter, on the social posts, I mean, a lot of people, you know, said he's not top 3, you know, falling out from a diss, you know, backing out of a diss, you know, makes you look weak. And he has said he's not actually weak. He was not weak for doing that. I mean, was that a weak move for you, you know? Because you can say he was reaching that level where a lot of people thought he's on the same level with, I mean, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. But from that step he took, that decision he took, I mean, a lot of mind has been changed. Do you think that was a wrong move by him?
I don't think it was a wrong move. It's actually a right move for a peacemaker. It seems he doesn't like controversy.
But if you want to be a rapper, I mean, you know, rapping is built on this.
Yeah.
The best rappers diss themselves. I mean, Eminem did that. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, they've been in a lot of this. And the one where, you know, he gets to use it to cement your name, you know, in the Hall of Fame, you know, of rap, and you finally just bow out from it. So what do you think? Does it actually make him look weak?
Doesn't like, some people are like that, actually. I don't think it makes him look weak. I think it's his type of person. He's not a fighting type of person. So I think if you know you cannot do it, no, don't force it. So I think he just backed out of his personal interests.
All right, and you look at J. Cole. I mean, what are we expecting? What are you expecting from his album coming up?
I'm expecting a mix of genres, like the love.
Are you expecting any African art on the album? I mean, we saw him he was on Burna Boy's I Told Them album, and he was also on Thames, you know, her album. So are we going to expect any African act from him?
I don't think so.
But if actually he's going to feature an African act, then who would you want?
I'll think Davido.
Davido. Yeah. You think him and Davido will cook?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you look at J. Cole, he has been in the game for so long, and not a lot of people have been able to, reach the level where he has reached. And at 41 years old, he's doing a pretty good job, still being in that conversation. I mean, what do you think he has been doing right?
I think he has been doing a lot of things right. Even for him to back out from that beef says a lot about him. That he's a peaceful artist. He doesn't need controversies to move, because some people actually use clouds to go to the top, but he's not that kind of person. So it's actually.
And he made some shots, to the likes of, some people will tell you there's some shots to Drake and to Kendrick Lamar. I mean, have we seen a part 2 of the This That Would Never Was, among the big three? Maybe we could see around 2 where Drake would reply, and maybe we'd see Kendrick Lamar reply this track.
There might be subs, but it might not necessarily mean to them. It might just be a reminder that, yeah, I'm still here though. I don't think.
But are you expecting them to reply?
I don't think they are going to reply to, because you're not really sure of this thing, what he said.
But that's rap for you, rap is about, you just give them the puzzles and they put the pieces together. Yeah. So I mean, what's your favorite, talking about, I mean, his album right now, this the 4-track EP, what's your favorite currently on it? The 99 freestyle.
The 7 minutes.
Yeah, the 7 minutes drill. All right, that was where I think he reportedly made shots at Drake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is where we're going to wrap it up on this episode of ATN Gen Z. Thank you, Sophia, for joining me. Don't forget, this program is open for sponsorship, jingles, advert placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, product and service promotion, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We are also available on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Follow us on our social media, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Net. Stay connected by following, subscribing, liking, and sharing our social media content. Don't forget, peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Kingsley Ifalivo.